It's time!
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. The American is 31. The Russian is 32. He weighed in at 229 pounds. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce
Ladies
Buffer.
and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 229 pounds. Fighting out of St. Petersburg, Russia, the King!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. Ready, fight.
All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5-tool player.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Good punch lands.
Oh, a huge block there. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
Oh, and he caught the kick. Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab, BC?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, the first one you learn is a jab. And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon. Oh, nice.
Oh, combination lands, and it seemed like almost every strike found the target.
He's so accurate when he decides to attack. It is a sight to behold.
Just missed with the left there. Attempts the front kick there. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there.
In the clinch, big body punch, digging his entire hip into every single strike. Nice straight punch.
Slips the left hand. Oh, such a natural jab, and there it is again as he gets the hand right to the target.
I mean, right to the target, John. It's like the dude sitting there with a red target on his nose, just getting beat up, hit bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I love his ability to feint once and then throw that jab right behind it. It's nasty.
And he landed the right hand there. And he caught the kick. Switching stances here. Good defense to block the strike coming back. And he comes through with a big knee. Man! Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
Listen, that was awesome. You really hurt him there. I need more of that. I want you to go out at the beginning of this round and be aggressive. Be smart, but
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, that right hand is on point.
Big kick.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect.
Oh, that's a nice strike. You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Got clipped with the right hand.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Oh, it's a beautiful kick right there. I don't know if you've ever been kicked by a mule. Probably feels something like that.
It has to. This guy is landing this kick with so much force.
Back and forth we go. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Huge block there. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Lands flush with that right hand. And they separate. Lee gets touched by that kick there. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Pretty good right hand. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Oh, nice right hand. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Oh, crippling knee to the body. Oh!
Beautiful head kick.
30 seconds to go in round two.
Big punch lands. Ooh.
Well, he misses with the left punch there. 10 seconds now to go in the round. All right, that's the end of round number two. All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent, and as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it taking effect.
don't worry about the cut. You're fine. It's a little bit of blood, not a big deal, not going to stop the fight. I only want you to think
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick, and watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes, and a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Straight punch lands.
Just misses there with the left. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Lee's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Oh, man, head kick lands.
Strong defense there to block the shot.
He just hurt him with a left hook, yep. Real quick leg kick.
Try to establish that jab. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might be your moment in this fight as he gets the Thai clutch.
This is a massive moment for this fighter. He is a great Muay Thai fighter. Look for him to go knee, and then try to land a big one to the head. Nice punch land. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Lee going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Left hand counter there.
Great punch. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Just unable to quite find that range. Another shot lands upstairs. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, a lot of high-level highlights from that last round. DC, take us through the replay.
If he fought like this, I would be comfortable entering him into a K1 level kickboxing competition. He's that good at finding and landing those kicks at will. He needs to continue to do this as the fight goes on.
Come on, let's get this together. Listen, I need you to dig. I want you to want it more than he does. You got to go out there and show these people.
All right, DC, buckle up. Here we go with our next round. High number of kicks landed in the previous round, and he'll look to keep it going.
He'll look to keep winning the fight with his kicks. He's throwing high kick, leg kick, body kick. He's even throwing a couple spin kicks in there. This guy is so educated with fighting with his legs. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Now a kick to the body. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Lee gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. And a nice stiff jab there. Just over 3 minutes to go. Timely defense. Oh! right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Lee. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. An elbow!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he might be out.
Head kick. He had it hurt.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Nice job to land the kick to the body there by Lee.
He hurt him.
30 seconds remain in the round. Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Big kick land.
Scraps so far. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot, he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt, he got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Deep breath. Great. Last round coming up. You got 5 minutes.
All right, next round is now underway. Previous round, not necessarily a tough act to follow. Pretty good, not great.
Pretty good round, but not the best round. Sometimes that's what you get when you have fighters that are so evenly matched.
Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh.
Wow! And just like that, the fight is over. Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. Oh, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way, and in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 29 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, the King!
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need to take it to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches get to celebrate the great handiwork.